Hello and welcome, mourners. You are listening to Dirge of Mourning's Coffin Carrier. We are your hosts, Andrew A. Graves and Tara Bella Thorne. In this episode, we'll be looking at a band from Peru, Lament Christ, and their single, So Far From Paradise, from the album The Agonic Fall of Mourners, released in 2021.
I'm a god of sadness, exiled in this eternal hell of endless memories and loneliness. The hardest thing in life is when the person who gave you the best memories and crying a memory the beauties in the name of sadness, in the name of loss. My empty words are incomplete. I long for comforting words. I lost the will to live, the will to breathe, the flame that burns eternally in me. Every day is my endless agony. To wake up is to suffer in this absurd, cruel life. You were gone suddenly. Maybe it was the best. Thousand words won't bring you back. I know 'cause I've tried.
Say it.
What?
Say it.
No. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can because
No.
that
What?
that broke me.
Yes. Me too.
It broke me in such a beautiful fucking way.
It's extremely sad and touching.
I am actually lost for fucking words here. That was so goddamn
Lost
beautiful.
for words. That's unusual. That's unusual.
It was just so fucking beautiful.
I know. It's so sad. And it took something just right out of me. Like right after the first few little lines, I was really captivated and involved in that song.
I guess I'll start with the music itself. Fuck me running. I have never heard an orchestrational piece so heartfelt and so touching and so perfectly put together.
I agree. I loved the first, I would say the first third, maybe almost to the half, with the piano and the strings.
Yeah, the violin in that was just melancholy.
I mean, hey, look, the word beautiful isn't good enough.
No, it isn't. It actually isn't.
It's beyond beautiful. So I don't know what the word would be. It's not. It's just very, very, very touching. It hits you. It gets into your soul, or whatever.
Yeah, it does. It actually does. Like there was. It's not only just melancholy. It's not only just sad. It's not just full of sorrow. But there's this craftsmanship to it that is beyond anything I've heard within Funeral Doom. The closest I've heard that is anything like this was from a band called Atomnia.
Oh, Atomnia, yeah.
They had a song similar to this where it was just a piano and some light strings and the guy was singing it in this like very sad, soft voice as if he had just lost his entire world. But that doesn't compare to this. This is the definition of Funeral Doom, period.
I agree. And it is also the definition of that moment of that pinnacle moment of mourning and grief.
Yes.
The exact way you feel.
The best part that sums it up is the lyrics, and I'm just gonna do a few here that got to me.
Okay.
The opening line, pure genius. I am a god. I am a god of sadness. Right off the bat, I was like, oh, we're going there. And as he continued to do the spoken word, the guy's vocals get more and more depressing. You could hear his voice crack as he is almost brought to tears by the following
go ahead.
words. Thousand words will not bring you back. I know because I've tried.
Right.
Neither will 1,000 tears. I know because I've cried.
Those were my favorite lines from it. And what I loved about that portion right there was I actually felt, whether he truly was crying or not, it sure sounded like it. And right after that little pause there, they come in with what I believe is a cello.
Yes.
And it goes quiet, and then you have this mournful cello right there. And I was just like, whoa, this is so amazing.
The proper dirge-like quality in the music. Again, this is, if you were to look up what Funeral Doom is, you're going to find this song at the very top of what it is. Like you touched on, whether the guy was genuinely crying or not, I don't care, because I was almost in fucking tears.
That's exactly how I felt. I just instantly, after the first couple lines, I just stopped and just read the words and listened and was pulled in. And that doesn't always happen. It does happen quite a bit in Funeral Doom to me, but not on this level of whoa.
Mm-hmm.
The way I felt was as if I were walking in the cemetery with this person, as if I were right in their head, as if it was me, me mourning someone that I loved.
Exactly. And this does bring back for me memories of the people I've lost in my life.
Right.
And I'm having to genuinely compose myself right now, because just thinking of the imagery that was shown in the music video, which, by the way, guys, go check it out. It is fucking fantastically done.
It's all the elements come together between the music, the lyrics, and the video. Somebody really thought about all of it as one thing. I mean, I'm sorry, but you wouldn't be able to think about this stuff and put all this together and do all this unless a couple things. First of all, you have the feeling to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wrote the lyrics and worked with these lyrics and with the music has experienced definitely some true mourning. There's no way you could be in touch with this unless you had experienced this.
Right? You have to have had some deep understanding of what it means to truly lose someone, to put words like this down on paper. And then to be able to speak the words the way he did, that you could feel the pain, genuinely. And the fact that he is actually crying through the majority of it near the end, I think led to its authenticity.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, but yes, it does.
Because there's no way that you could write something like that and not feel that certain way. There's no way you could have said those words without having that emotion. I don't believe it would be possible.
The words also, to me, as he's speaking these words and going through this, it's almost as if the person saying these things is having a realization right at that moment about something to do with this extreme loss, something to do with the now I just have the memory. Mm-hmm. It's almost in a way a rejection of what was your belief before, which I've encountered before in an extreme manner with Altars of Grief Iris. The same, it's not the exact same thing.
No, I get where you're coming from. The feeling and the emotion of it.
Of, it overcomes you in a way that you didn't expect or see ever before.
Yeah.
Your ideas before might have been totally different, but now they're changed. And I think that's what's happening right in this song. Like a person is just telling us, this is me now. Like this wasn't me before. Before I had a good life, I had wonderful memories and times, but all of a sudden, this is me.
Yeah, they're no longer here. They are literally just memories now that are somewhat plaguing him or the character in this sense, because again, I felt, like you said, I was the one saying these words. I was
Yeah.
the one feeling that this like unbearable grief.
Going through this experience.
Yeah,
It's really that powerful.
it actually is, and I would encourage anyone who is truly into this music scene, not only go watch the video, go listen to the song, listen to the album, all of that, but share this with everyone you know who enjoys Funeral Doom, because this is a gem in a sea of just random songs about mourning and death and loss. This one stands out like no other.
It really does.
Now, not to say that like all the other bands,
I'm not usually this somber.
right? Not to say that all the other bands aren't magnificent at what they do, but this has just raised the bar to a whole new level of what we should be expecting when it comes to Funeral Doom. If you're new and you're starting out as a Funeral Doom band, take notes from these guys. These guys got it down.
Yeah.
Again, the link will obviously be in the description. Go follow them. Go do all that cool stuff. Show these guys lots of love and lots of support. And show the entire Funeral Doom community what true Funeral Doom is. The other elements I would like to touch on just before we get to the scoring element here is the music video. That tells a story, I believe, as well.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's really pretty.
Maybe it's just me being a bit more artsy-fartsy than normal, but the way that the music video was shot, the imagery that was on display, it almost had this sort of like, here was once life, here is now death, here is this rebirth, but again, it all returns to nature yet again. Because we have scenes of forests covered in different seasons. We have cemeteries that are, run down. It's raining, it's foggy. Then we almost have what would be the best way I could describe this? There's an image where there's like a trail in this forest, and it looks like off in the distance there are people standing, and it almost looks like they're trying to recreate their album cover, which is by a lake, which this scenery was, where there's a bunch of figures surrounded by forestry. So I wonder if that was intentional.
Well, probably they knew what they were filming. I would think so.
Even if it was just by accident, it literally reminded me of the album cover, just from a different perspective, as if they were walking and stumbling across it.
What's the name of their album?
Their album is called The Argonic Fall of Mourners.
Okay, so we had a little lookup of Agonic.
Yes.
And what I found out was kind of weird, because the main meaning has something to do with physics or science, which that's not what this meaning is. So if you look back into like derivations from Greek or French words, it's relating to agony, and it's relating also, agonique relates to a moment of agony right before the moment of death.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that that's the reference, not the physical thing about the North Pole and South Pole. I think
yeah, it's not a science-based concept.
No, it's not. It's a feeling based, obviously, because this song is about feelings, emotions. I mean, this was one of the saddest that we've reviewed so far. I mean,
you can say that again.
Yeah. all funeral doom is sad, but this one had this extremely touching. And you know what? It's not a long song. So please do take your time to look at this video and read these words and just sit. You know, it's almost meditative in nature. I would say that would be something to do. You need a 5-minute break from work. Go look at this. All your coworkers will think you're crazy, but
No, I could totally understand that, and I could see how that would sort of bring you back to reality.
Well, it's very meditative, so you're going to have a calm moment. It's not like jumping up and dancing around, my friends. It is like, you know, you're going to be pulled in. Your breathing will calm. You will be fixating on this video and on what's being said.
Oh, and ultimately, you're going to feel something.
Well, yeah. I mean, how could you not?
Right?
I mean, come on. We're not all, you know.
Robots. Or lizard people, if you prefer.
At least not yet.
That's true. But, yeah, the scoring.
Okay.
It is
10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it is. It's a 10 out of 10.
One of us almost cried. It's 10 out of 10.
Again, I'm still trying to process the entire experience. It is a wonderful, melancholy journey.
For sure.
Beauty doesn't describe how just amazing this song is. But yeah, this song kicked my ass.
You know, it's the type of thing you might hear if you're sitting in a concert hall listening to an orchestra. It would just...
That's how good it was.
I'll tell you what, if you played that in a concert hall orchestra with an orchestra, every person be sobbing their eyes out that night, because it's just like that. Just take the time and look at it. That's all.
It is that powerful. It's that heavy. Mm-hmm. It is a masterpiece.
And we both think so.
Yeah.
We're in agreement about that. I mean, the minute that I heard the piano and the strings, I was just like, whoa. It just took me on a journey.
Well, that'll do it from us here at Coffin Carrier, folks. Until next time, mourners, remember, every day is a funeral.